For the girls, but I was watching, they played Breck 3 times, and it was 4-2, 4-0, and now it's 2-0. So does that mean that when they meet in the state playoffs, it's going to be the Bears who take it home?
Possibly, right.
It's trending in the right direction.
And then overtime.
Yeah. And
how about that?
Then win in overtime. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point, Coach. They are in separate sections. They won't see each other again this year. They'll only meet in the state playoffs should they meet again.
And how fitting would that be if they were met in the semis or the finals?
Absolutely. And they face off. The Blake Bears moving right to left on your screen. And just like that, I believe an offside's a call. They'll face it off. You talk about that, Coach. When they lost 4-0 prior to Saturday to Breck, they allowed 40 shots on goal. They only allowed 14 shots on goal on Saturday, which was a positive, and that was a 65% decrease in shots on goal. South St. Paul coming in, wearing the maroon and whites in the away darks. And another quick whistle. Yeah, that was a fun tilt. Basically a triple header. Junior varsity boys, varsity girls, all Breck at Breck, Anderson Ice Arena, where you've played hockey and have enjoyed some history there.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun part here. I played also here at Blake Ice Arena for the Adult Hockey League Association.
Yeah.
No, it is fun. And no offense to the Breck Arena, but Blake's is a whole lot warmer.
It's warmer
and more comfortable, so they got it. They did it right here.
Yeah, and the Anderson Ice Arena is fantastic. But we can compare and be honest, and part of the acoustics were really tough too, so it's good to be in the home ice arena where we can hear the assists and penalties and things like that. It's good to be home, right?
Oh, it's good to be home. That's what I was thinking.
All right, someone lost their stick. Is that Mac Williams, leading point getter? No, that was Catherine Kyle out there. And here we go. We'll call some hockey for you. Oh, the puck shimmers through the neutral zone and hits the end boards. It'll be picked up by Kira Furman. She is a sophomore, has an assist on the season. Bears reject it right back into their offensive zone. It'll be Carissa Allen giving chase. She's third in the team, all assists. Total points, she's third with 9 assists. She had 2 assists in their last game. We should talk about that, Coach. They've only had 4 wins, South St. Paul. One of them, they're coming off a win, 3-2 versus Visitation on Friday. So congratulations to the South St. Paul Packers for coming off a victory. Bears have it.
Well, at this age, just a little bit of confidence is all it takes. It doesn't take as much.
Yeah.
Us old people, we get stuck in our ways, but these girls, they can change on a dime. And you get a couple wins, you get a little more pep in your step, and all of a sudden things start clicking.
Right. Bears trying to hold the zone. They'll have to reset. Little backhander there. Coming off the stick of Bisbee. It's like Bisbee on the right wing defense, and we've got Solinek on the left wing defense. Cycling around. Up top there. Punching it back down is Bisbee. Now loose on the near side. Short boards, neutral zone. Sent in by Addie Baroni, and a whistle.
So we were talking pregame, and one of the things that I noticed, there was a little bit of a fallback on, not getting quite the spacing and the moving the puck and the passing. We were talking about in the game against Breck.
Oh, on Saturday? Yeah.
Already, I'm starting to see the spacing they're trying to work on. You can see that in the zone there, they were actually cycling the puck through, so you could definitely tell that was a point of interest after the game on Saturday.
Yeah, that's good. Scoreless here. No shots on goal yet officially either. Sent in left of the target. Solinek just dumping it in. Picked up by the Bears. They'll hold the zone. Go slot. Bouncing puck in. And still in front. That was sent in by Ella Anderson. The sophomore with 7 goals, 4 assists on her season. She has it again. High right circle. Looks to center. Now skates behind the netminder Heinrich. And it's taken away by the Packers. Slow puck will be retrieved by Palmstein. Skates around to the near side. And it's Anderson going cross ice to Ella Bond. She dumps it into the corner. That'll be scooped up by South St. Paul behind their netminder. Again, a Charlotte Heinrich. She comes in 3-6-1. And there's the whistle. And is that going to be the first penalty?
Yeah,
the answer is yes.
Lou gets to go take a moment to think about that.
Yeah.
They'll call her, I think, a slash, I think. Oh, she called a trip.
So the first penalty. 13:01 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, there's been one shot on net and one penalty. No, there's been no shots on net. Yep, we got one shot on goal and one penalty.
Yeah.
4 minutes in.
Tripping. The call on Layla Dahlem. Lou Dahlem. All right, let's see if the Bears can stave off this. They staved off 4 against Breck.
Which is impressive.
On Saturday.
We talked that they had basically Breck was 1-4 on the power play.
Yeah.
And so Baby to stymie them, and they did a good job. It wasn't just like they were holding on for life. It's pretty much they controlled those power plays or the penalty kill very well. Coach Christie's got to be very pleased with how that went down because, again, a very good power play team in the Mustangs.
And the Blake Bears are 97.1% in their penalty kill. 70 coming into tonight. Last year they were 86%, so huge improvement in penalty kills this year from last. 97 compared to 86. Loose puck, hardly anybody in that space. That'll be picked up by, well, initially South St. Paul, but instead it's Arthur, and she puts it on net. It's knocked down and then frozen by Charlotte Heinrich. Let's talk about the goalie, Coach. Heinrich is a freshman. So another freshman goalie, like the Breck goalie on Saturday. That was Milinkovic. And Heinrich comes in with a save percentage of .884, a goal against average of 3.36. Talk about Milinkovic. She is number 1 in the state in Minnesota. Blake Bears just faced her versus Breck on Saturday with goals against average and save percentage. Milinkovic comes in the state with .7 goal against average. We've got a state-ranked goalie right here tonight as well in Janie McGann. She comes in 5th in the state for goals against and 3rd in the state in save percentage, Janie McGann. Mac Williams comes into the mix. Now we're at full strength. The Bears do kill that penalty, so that'll help in their percentage as well. And then it's
another one.
Oh, my. I was going to
Looks
say
like
Mac
Hannah
Williams.
Jones is going to go.
Another
take a
Bear
seat.
penalty. 26. Hannah Jones? Yeah, Hannah Jones in the box. Well, one way to increase your numbers.
No, that one they're going to maybe say a check. Now, one thing I will say, what sometimes happens is you can see the South St. Paul skaters are lighter, they're smaller. And so these guys just got done playing the Mustangs, and they had great, really strong skaters and strength. And so you get used to leaning on those players. Body checking.
Yeah, body checking.
So sometimes, Scott, what happens is you lean on a player, and just because she's not strong enough, she falls down easy.
Right.
And depending on how the ref sees it, they'll call it, right? Especially, the meek get the calls, and so that's what I've seen on that one. I don't think Hannah really went and checked her. The girl just didn't quite have the strength to hold Hannah's weight.
Right.
It was, but so I think it'll take Blake a little time to get used to the different style. A little different level of skaters here.
Quick shot on goal there, gloved by Janie McGann. Off the stick of 91, Kira Erb, the freshman. She comes in 4 goals and no assists on the season. We talk about power play opportunities. So far, 65 of them for the Packers. 9.2% successful, 9.2. So they'd love to take advantage of the player advantage, but right now it's shorthanded, 2-on-1. There goes a shot. And a breadbasket save for Heinrich. Couldn't tell if she just squeezed it between the pads or did a little scoop with the glove, but either way,
yeah, she
makes a nice save.
Well, one thing I might throw as a coaching tip for Bryn, when you know you got your buddy Arthur coming down the side.
There goes a shot. Hit her face mask. Janie McGann. Hold that thought, Coach. That was Baroni on the shot. A good one at that. They're still with a player advantage, South St. Paul. .45 seconds left in the power play. Stinza works it towards center now. Left circle as they work the puck around and the player advantage. 35 seconds remaining. Now lower corner is Renata Stinson. She has a sister, Isabella Stinson. Stinsa, check that. Opportunity there with the cross-ice pass. Just kind of whiffed on it. It's Arthur and Heinmiller. You talked about them momentarily. Arthur just lost possession, and that'll go the other way. So you talked about that two-on-one basically with...
Bryn put the puck up high. If you know your buddy's coming in from the other side of the slot, angle the puck at the pad so it goes so you get that juicy rebound and let Arthur put it home instead of just trying to shoot up in the upper left corner. Again, the defenseman's shaded over. When the defense shades with you and the goalie's on that side, you try to get that angle. That's what you try to do. But that's next level. It was a nice hard shot by Bryn, and nothing wrong with taking it. But it's one of those things with just kind of having that presence of mind.
Mac Williams, we are even strength right now. 8:23 already remaining. This period has gone fast so far. Williams at center, turns and fires to the near side, pass. And then it's put on net by Catherine Kyle. Kind of a slow, low shot on that one.
But she didn't actually. She actually shot it in. So it was a pass into Anderson.
Waiting for
and
Anderson to
turned
clobber.
To try to tuck it. So it wasn't a shot. It was just she had a nice position. She posted her up, basically, if it was a basketball term.
Feeding Anderson.
Got the puck, and then she went to try to sneak it through the 5-hole. But Heinrich did a great job of closing that door on that play.
They face off on the near dot. Played off to the far side. That's Thompson for South St. Paul. Just trying to clear the zone. It's stolen away by the Bears. In front of the crease. A lot of humanity there. And it squirms off to the far side. Bears will hold the zone up high. That's Lou Dahlem at center. She sends it dead center, but up and over the crossbar. Now scooped up by Palmstein. Then back up top. And a long-distance shot by Lou Dahlem from that right defensive position, just over the blue line. And another save by Henrik.
That was a great save by Henrik because that was a really nice shot by Lou. That had some sizzle behind it, and it was a nice trajectory. That was a good slapper and great shot by Lou. It's just the goaltender swallowed it up.
Yeah. Heinmiller wins the faceoff. Bears hold the zone. They punch it into the far corner, and they get there first. I believe that's Arthur. Yes, it is. Heinmiller over there, too. Now floats along the end wall, and it's Jones for the Bears, getting her stick on it first. Bears doing a good job. There goes a shot by Addie Wethington. Used the screen. She had a Bear player in front. That's a pad save and then picked up by South St. Paul. Brought to the neutral zone. Lively puck. Skating back on the reset is Isabella Stinson. Now through neutral ice it goes. Hannah Jones turns, tries to fire it into the offensive zone. It gets knocked down and now stuck in the neutral zone. Now South St. Paul gets it. And the Bears get there as well. Ella Anderson with a little backhand in. She'll give chase to the puck and pick it up. Nice steal by Ella Anderson. Nice pass as well. And Mac Williams delivers. Goal for the Blake Bears.
Well, Mac slid across, and she's got such soft hands and beautiful control of the puck. What a beautiful pass from the corner. And Mac just puts it up over the left shoulder. Made it look easy. Tape to tape.
And that should be an assist to Ella Anderson, don't you think? We shall find out. But like you say, Coach, what a nice pass and shot. Here we go. Yep, number 4, Ella Anderson on the assist.
Nice call, Scott.
7 shots on goal to 2 in favor of Blake, and they have 2 penalties to nothing as well. It's a good way to start. Again, with 6:41 officially on the clock remaining in this first period. Bears strike first on some crisp passing down low from Ella Anderson. Dead center, and Mac Williams does the rest. They're trying it again here. Giving chase on the far side was Nola Dahlem. Loose stick in the slot between the circles. South St. Paul trying to clear the zone. Mac Williams, the leading scorer, came in 11 goals, 9 assists. Well, make it 12 goals, 9 assists, leading the Bears. And they are pressuring right here for another one with 5:30 remaining in period number 1. Lou Dahlem right there. It was a dancing puck. She tried to backhand it in, but puck was bouncing just a little bit too much to get that stick on it. She gives chase in the corner. They hold the zone up top. Good job by Catherine Kyle. Kyle staying with it on the far side. Now Arthur goes down, and shot fired by Ella Bond, just a little high on that one. They hold the zone. Kyle again from the right defensive position. Now Arthur. She gets pushed against the end boards. Puck still there. Arthur still with it. She's got some help from Ella Bond as well. There goes a shot just through the crease for the Blake Bears. Heinmiller all over that one. Palmstein looks on as well. And a spinning puck goes all the way to the netminder Janie McGann, and she feeds Reese Palmstein. Quickly moving through neutral ice. Baroni gives chase, but again, it's Palmstein getting there first. She quickly turns, looks cross ice, has a person open. Here's a breakaway, and not able to get off a shot. Well, she does turn and get off a shot. That's Hannah Jones on a second effort, but good defense by the Packers preventing that initial breakaway shot. Baroni sends it in again. It's intercepted by Addie Wethington to Arthur. Arthur gains the blue, and it gets pickpocketed and sent to the near side. Addie Wethington left defense, and on the right defense right now is Nestingen. That's Alita Nestingen. And Wethington. It's kind of a mouthful for the defenders. Now in the far corner. Again, 1-0 Blake Bears. Will update the score here.
There's so much action, Scott. It's hard to.
It still said 0-0, so now it's updated.
Yeah, we were just. There's been a lot of offensive zone time, or O-zone time as we call it, for the Bears, and so it's been hard to really even look at the screen here. Just try to keep track. The Bears are doing a great job of spacing, Scott. We talked about that.
Yeah.
They're getting spacing. They're moving their heads up.
Ella Anderson leaves it. Bouncing puck just off to the right. Anderson was hitting Quinlan O'Shea on that connection. And as far as the defenders, I can't remember Saturday if they tried Wethington and Nestingen as defenders on Saturday. Fun to see them in there together.
Yes, they did. That the 21-24 combination.
Okay, so that was a combo on Saturday as well. Yep. Anderson centers a pass. Tried to find Quinlan O'Shea. Packers get it in their own zone with 2.5 to play. Period 1. Down 1 goal. Janie McGann stops the puck behind. Lets Solinek pick it up. But it's rejected by South St. Paul, and they send it along the end board. Bears get there. That's Bella Bisbee trying to clear it. Gets sent right back by the Packers. Now behind the netminder, Janie McGann. Looks like the Bears have it. Forwarding pass to Nola Dahlem, and then a whistle.
Oh, the Packers this will be the first time. It looks like we have number 9.
91.
Liberty Felton. It's Liberty Felton, right?
Number 9? It's 91. You saw the 9.
91.
Yeah. There's a 9 on there, 91. But add a 1. I know.
Kira Erb.
Exactly. So that's their first penalty, Coach. So now we can talk about the Bears in their power play percentage. down from last year with 48 attempts on the power play. Percentage-wise, 16.7 successful. That's down from 24 last year. Chipping, the call. So Erb in the penalty box for tripping. Bears with 140 in their player advantage. They'll reset in their own zone. That's Addie Wethington. Looking to fire it out, and she does. It's picked up by Quinlan O'Shea. She takes the blue, now skates to center. Finds Ella Bond. Bond goes down to the far corner. And now played up. Right circle, back up. That is Nestingen. Check that nesting in. Wethington playing the right defense this time. And it's Ella Bond playing left defense. Wethington goes to the bench and checking in for her is Solinek.
She just missed it. Just hit the pipe.
Did you hear the ding?
Oh, you heard she rung the bell. That was an Ovechkin style where she set up and and she wound up just like Ovechkin.
Here comes Mac Williams. She puts a shot on. Blocked twice, still loose. And a player from the Packers has to lean on it, and then it squirts free in the near corner. Bears have plenty of time remaining in this power play. 35 seconds. Basically the same as the clock. Lou Dahlem will scoop it up at the neutral ice. Feeds Heinmiller. Heinmiller turns on the speed, turns between the circles. She puts it up just a little too high, and it hits the plexiglass. There's Lou Dahlem with a shot from the left circle. That's also knocked down by Heinrich. And offside's a call as Heinmiller tried to get the puck from crossing the blue into the neutral zone, but that'll be offsides, Coach.
So Elizabeth Bremer, number 19, saved the day on that. Otherwise, it's a goal. She squeezed her legs tight on that one because there are going to be some sticks coming.
Right.
Nice job by the defenseman to get that one covered up, or otherwise it was going to find the back of the net.
Arthur wins the faceoff. Going against Isabella Stinza. And that's the end of the first period. At the end of one, it's 1-0 Bears off the beautiful assist in the corner from Ella Anderson to between the circles to Mac Williams, and she fires it in. At that point, it was 7 shots on goal to 2 in favor of the Blake Bears.
They were peppering her.
Yeah.
And so let's see if she's got the mustard or if it's going to be the Bears just take off in the second period.
Absolutely, and we are underway, and that is Arthur carrying the puck over across the way, and they had 2 seconds in the sin bin. There's a kick save by Heinrich. 2 seconds left in the sin bin for South St. Paul. Now we are at equal strength is what I was saying. South St. Paul getting ready to clear their zone, and they do, over to the near side. It's punched back by Bella Bisbee. Played at neutral ice. Bisbee has it once again. The Blake Bears go left to right. Nice pass there. I believe that's Heinmiller skating between the circles. Leaves it for Hannah Jones in the slot, but it's intercepted and turned the other way by South St. Paul. That is Renata Stinza. Still has it. 2 Blake Bears on her. Bisbee will pick up the loose puck, send it to the far side. Bears trying to clear their zone. The short boards now neutral ice. Hannah Jones gets it on the near side. Little contact there. She goes down to the ice. No call.
Well, we talked about that, Scott. I was talking about a little bit lighter or weaker skater. Well, Hannah Jones is not, and she had the same thing. And the referee did not call her for charging or body checking. So it's just a part of the game.
Right. There goes a shot. Nice save. Anderson with the shot attempt from the left circle. Nice knockdown by Heinrich.
Boy, Ella did a great job stepping in it, and Coach talked about finishing at the net. She put a hard one off that blocker. That was just a nice job by Heinrich for standing tall on that. But that was a good opportunity, and Ella did a great job shooting or taking advantage of it.
Spinning puck towards neutral ice. Mac Williams was making her way for it, but the other 14 got there. Carissa Allen sent into their offensive zone. Shot there hit the back of the jersey on Kyle, dead between the numbers. So good defensive play by Kyle, even though she didn't mean to do it, but in the right position at the right time. 12 shots on goal to 2 in favor of the Blake Bears. A lone goal scored by Mac Williams in the first period. She chases the puck on the near side, takes a swat at it. It goes to the far corner. It's tapped by the netminder Heinrich and then sent to the slot, turning and firing. And a glove save standing right there, Coach, was Nola Dolleman. She did the right thing. She turned and fired and forced a glove save by Heinrich.
That was a rifle shot. How did Heinrich glove that? I do not. I was looking for the back of the net. I thought the back of the net was going to flex. And all I saw was a black glove just scoop that thing.
That's a good point, Coach, because there's all net except right where that glove was.
She did a great job. That puck was shot. I don't know how she saw it or how she even got her glove up.
You're just singing her praises moments ago as well, and she lived up to your praise. Good glove save by Heinrich. Collision by Thompson and Lou Dahlem, both falling to the ice right below us. And they get right back up. Now it's the Blake Bears. Addie Wethington gains a blue. Left circle. Still going in. Oh my! It's a goal by Addie Wethington.
Coast to coast, Scott.
Indeed.
She was not. You could just see she had a bead, Scott. And she was going to take it to the net. And she pulled it to the left, pulled back, and put it right up over Charlotte's shoulder, left shoulder. What a beautiful play.
Addie Wethington.
No, I believe they might give her a solo on that one.
I'm guessing. I was thinking the same thing. I'm guessing that's going to be a lone goal. That makes 4 goals and 9 assists. She came in tied for third in the team, Addie Wethington. Unassisted. Yep, unassisted.
Like we thought, Scott, it would be unassisted.
Right. Again, the Bears come in averaging 3.33 goals per game. Right now they have 2. They only give up as a team 1.33. Janie McGahn and company. Let's talk about Janie McGahn. I was looking at some stats, especially after playing the number 1 as far as state ranking, goal against average, and save percentage in Brex Milinkovic, who is a freshman. Shots on goal in comparison, Coach. Milinkovic all year so far has 286. Janie McGahn has seen 475 shots against her.
You know how I feel about that. The probabilities, you got to look at probabilities.
Yeah.
And but then you also take statistics another different way. And you could say because she's had less in the denominator, as they say, we'll get into a little math. That means the numerator has a lot more effects, so the top number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she only sees 200 shots and she gives up less goals, she's got to give up less goals in order to keep pace. So it's a double. Her team is doing a great job of keeping shots to a minimum, and when they do get those shots, she's doing a great job saving it. So
right,
that's what that stat says.
Indeed. South St. Paul with a nice cross pass. Bringing it through the neutral zone is Elizabeth Brenner. Bremer checked that. Now played off to the far side. 12:29 remaining in period number 2. Unassisted goal by Addie Wethington. That was a pretty one. Coast to coast and just got close to the net and pushed it in. Here comes Palmstein gaining the blue. Anderson to her left. Mac Williams trails. Stuck puck on the short boards in the Bears' offensive zone. Still stuck. Somebody kicked that thing out. There we go. Right circle play, punched out. Now there'll be a shot. Oh my, a sizzler that went right of the intended mark by Catherine Kyle. Then sent in again. Palmstein, that's knocked down in traffic. Might have hit Anderson. At least she's picking it up now. Little backhander by her. Played off to the left wing side. Bears pressing again. 15 shots on goal to 3.
Well, it's a boxing match, Scott. That's the other player. That's the one boxer just holding on so he can't get hit.
Yeah.
Because right now they're just pounding St. Paul. I mean, they really are pounding. I mean, they just can't get out of their offensive end.
Right. Now, they had 24 shots on goal on Saturday versus Bracken. Right now they have 16 with 11 minutes left in the second period. There goes a shot, goes behind the netminder on that left wing. Now some little bit of shoving going on. That was Arthur. And now it's nesting in. She throws it into the near corner. So it's her on the right defense and Wethington on the left defense. Arthur in there, which means Heinmiller's probably in there too. I see her and Hannah Jones as well, that starting lineup. Nice block kick save off to the right of the netminder Heinrich. And the Bears will reset. Addie Wethington, who just scored the second goal, turns and fires it over the center line. It's taken in by Arthur, high left circle. She puts it on net, and another glove save by Heinrich.
Heinrich is putting on the show, Scott, right now. I mean, she's actually about her average right now. You said she was about an 88% save percent, had an 88.
Yeah, 88.4.
And that's about what she's at right now. But Scott, she's making saves on a lot of quality shots. We're not, like I said, there's not all shots are created equal, and the Bears are definitely making her work.
No, that's a good point. She just had another save right there off the stick of Nola Dahlem, who put it on well. Now played behind Heinrich, off to the near side. It was Ella Bond who had it, and given chase is Elizabeth Salonik. She leaves it for her teammate, Catherine Kyle. Ella Bond now trying to loosen up the puck, get some help from Lou Dahlem as well. Now it's loose, it'll be picked up and sent back in. Holland back, but intercepted by the Bears. Centering pass in the slot, Ella Bond rejected by South St. Paul, sent to the far side. And then out of play.
That was some good defense, Scott, because the Bears had numbers and they had a focus. And so that puck gets poked away, but otherwise Heinrich would have had to stand on her head for that save. So the defense did a great job of tying sticks up and pushing the puck out.
Right. Let's see who's going to face off here. 33, Isabella Stinza wins the faceoff for South St. Paul. Works it forward to Addie Baroni. Baroni ridden by Palmstein, one-on-one. Now played in the Bear zone in the corner. Now left circle. South St. Paul has it. They go across ice all the way to Allen. Allen dumps it in. Now the Bears trying to get there first and clear it in the far corner. It gets played behind Janie McGon. South St. Paul does have it. They try and wrap around, and it's rejected by the Bears. Mac Williams now with a head of steam over the blue. Gets a little help from Anderson. And Palmstein, check that, Quinlan O'Shea coming in and getting a shot off as well. And it's O'Shea with it now. Sends it to Anderson, but it's broken up by South St. Paul, but then stolen back by O'Shea. She goes cross ice, far side, high and left. That one went through the crease. You heard the crowd with a sigh of relief on that one. As the Bears getting some more shots on goal. They're up to 19 now. Anderson puts it up and high over the crossbar on the shot attempt. They try to wrap it around on the right arm of the netminder. That's the far side for Heinrich. Gets rejected through the neutral zone. There's Hannah Jones to Arthur. Arthur gains a blue, but so do two Packers. They'll steal it away and play it off to neutral ice. Addie Baroni, the senior, brings it through, but it's taken right back by the other 26. That would be Hannah Jones sending it the other way. Now along the end boards. Far side play in the Bears offensive zone. 19 shots to 4. Bears. Heinmiller turns, right circle, puts it into some traffic. It's redirected. Good stick by Baroni, redirecting that one for South St. Paul. But it's picked up Hannah Jones. Little dump pass to Nestingen. She tries to get it forwarded, but it's intercepted by Isabella Stinza. She puts it on net. No glove save required. It was off to the right, hit the end board. But South St. Paul keeps it in the zone. Now stolen away by the Bears. And up into the netting? No. Might have been, but they play on. And then rejected through neutral ice. It's clean, says the official. So the Packers will try and hit Felton. Goes underneath her legs. So Bella Bisbee picks it up instead. Now it goes back the other way. Is this one going to be icing, says the coach? Yes, you get those calls right more often than not.
So I want to talk about a couple plays down in the Packers' end. Mac Williams is going to do a toe drag and pull the puck between the skates. Kira Furman did a fantastic job of poking that puck away and making it basically saying, don't bring that stuff here. And the defense did a couple of really good jobs down here of just getting on the play. I'm actually seeing South St. Paul start to settle into a pattern. They actually start moving the puck on the offensive end, and the goaltender keeps putting up a stone wall.
Yeah, Lou Dahlem flung that one in. A nice save once again by Heinrich. She's seen 20 shots come her way, giving up 2 goals. Now in the slot, the Packers flip it over to the near side just to get it out of traffic. That was off the stick of Buckmaster. Now the Bears come right back. High left circle. Tracking it down, Nola Dahlem. And flung in. They played the redirect there. 18-12. How about that? That was a nice shot. Bella Bisbee on the pass to Nola Dahlem, who just tried the surprise shot. You like those, Coach.
What I'm liking, Scott, is they're not just throwing the puck at the net. They're passing, cycling, looking for a good shot. And that was a great setup for a redirect. I mean, this is what we're talking about. This is what got us excited earlier in the season, most of the season, and why we paused on the game against Breck, because this is what these girls are capable of, and that's what Coach Christie was talking about for the pregame.
Right. Palmstein kicks the puck to save the zone. It was a lively puck. She just took a swing with her skate. What dexterity. Kept it in the zone. Now Anderson for the Bears. Slides to the ice. It's loose on the far side. Packers get it. Break the zone. Now they dump it into the corner. They had the numbers too. I think they had 2-on-1, but flipped into the corner. Packers play it to center. And now it's Kyle off to the near side. Along the end boards to the far side now. Packers are keeping it in for now, but now it's played off to center. And Felton will try and dump it back in, but it's stolen away by Anderson. Ella Anderson, right circle. She flings it on just off right, hits the back of the netminder's Heinrich. The plexiglass behind her, I should say. And the Packers dump it right back to the end boards, but it's stopped by Janie McGowan. Passes it off to her teammate. That is Kyle who gets things going. Hannah Jones as well in the right wing. Now Arthur skates to the corner. Back to Hannah Jones, playing up as Wethington on the right defense. Wethington gets it. She goes cross ice to Nestingen. We've seen those defenders in there. They have been the pair on defense. And now Hannah Jones underneath. So you got your starting lineup, Jones, Arthur, and that means Heinmiller is probably in there as well. And
yeah,
she's
is down there mixing it up behind the net.
Yep. So that first line, offense and defense, has not changed tonight to my knowledge. They're sticking with it. It's working. Nice collection of the pass from Hannah Jones on her knee. Gets right back up to Heinmiller. She goes in the slot. She puts a shot. Might have been redirected slightly off to the left. No save required by Heinrich. And back down she goes again. Hannah Jones on her way down. Passed it to Arthur. Gets back up. Arthur feeds Wethington now. A right defense. Little backhander back to Arthur. Back and forth they go. Wethington fell down on the ice. Now neutral play. In there is Bisbee. And so is Ella Bond and Lou Dahlem. Offensive zone play now for the Bears. Centering pass between the circles. Bisbee gets there. Will she have a shot? She flings it on net just off right.
Well, Sydney Thompson made sure of that. She did a great job for the Packers because I do love the energy you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the defense, you were talking about that one that looked like you saw Bryn get wound up on that shot. Well, Julia Burgos-Frias, I'm butchering it. Oh, what a chance for Lou.
Right in front of that net. That was a flurry of action. Bisbee will collect it in the defensive zone, the senior, with 2 goals, 7 assists on her season. Ella Bond now takes it, trying to clear the zone. She does. Center line, stolen away. That is Ilabella Stinza. She's had a good game as well. Little back and forth here as the Packers have possession. Felton right below us on neutral ice. Bisbee tries to steal it away. Goes all the way down to Salonik. And then around the end boards to the far side. Quinlan O'Shea will scoop it up. 2:12 remaining. 23 shots to 5. Lake Bears 2-0 lead. 1 in each period. Mac Williams from Anderson in the first, and then Wethington unassisted in the second. Under 2 minutes to play. Down in the Bear zone. Packers try and wrap it around. That one had some air time on it. They were hoping for a trickle down the back of Janie McGowan. Give her some credit on the wraparound. She's been working hard tonight. That's Addie Baroni. Now, Palmstein. Oh my! From a long way away, it's Palmstein in the goal.
Rifles it, and Williams is going to get the assist on that, Scott. But you know what I love about Mac? She circled the puck up high up over the slot, close to the blue, to clear the defense, and then she sees her buddy Palmstein coming into that high slot. And Palmstein, you could see, we had such a great angle on that, Scott. You could see exactly where she was going with that puck. She was going to that right corner, and she hit it. It wasn't a floater, it was a bullet.
Good looking shot with some sizzle. We'll see on the assist. But again, Palmstein with the 3rd goal. We'll update that right now. Mac Williams gets credited for the assist. So Mac has a goal and assist tonight. 2 points.
2 points, yes. But Scott, that's so instead of just turning in, and Mac could have just turned and threw it at the net. She circled around the circle, came up towards the blue, and freed up Palmstein. And that's what you do in any of these sports. You got to draw the defense away and get a nice clean shot. Boy, Coach Christie's got to be really happy with the way the girls are shooting tonight.
Heinmiller with another shot and a kick save by Heinrich. Yeah, you're right. Just a beautiful assist by Williams circling around. Then she hit Palmstein up high, and Palmstein kept it up high as well on the shot. 50 seconds remains. 3-0 Blake. 1 period left after this one. Behind the netminder Heinrich, that's Lou Dahlem. Also in there is Kyle going after the puck on the far side. Dahlem gets it, little back pass back to Palmstein, and she puts it on net again. And a little shoving in the crease.
There's a guy over there, I don't know if he's been drinking or what, but all he's got is comments. But
don't give him a mic.
No, exactly. But
we only have 2.
As loud as he is, he probably could get on mic.
The officials are talking with 3 of the players down
Thompson's he's asking she's asking, saying, "Hey, why wasn't that a penalty?" And
gets some explanation and goes back to the bench. All right, 30 seconds remaining. Face off near dot. Mac Williams chasing the loose puck in the corner, still fighting for possession. South St. Paul does get there. Right behind the netminder Heinrich. And a whistle. I think they're bumping the net. 17 seconds remaining. They'll face it off once again. So Quinlan O'Shea on the face-off. She wins it. Nesting in, gets it up high. She puts it on net. Bouncing puck and a save by Heinrich.
I like that, though. That was a great try by Nesting in to get that puck in there and get that bounce, because all it would have taken there with Quinlan coming in like that is Charlotte not holding on to that puck tight, and she could have pulled across and put it in the net. So I like that play.
Yeah. Cross ice pass with 4 seconds remaining. Can the Bears sneak one more shot on? Doesn't look like it. But what a nice second period for the Blake Bears to go up 3-0. Total shots on goal 26-5. No penalties, either team in the second. All right, 2 frames in the books, Coach. 3-0 Blake Bears. Third period, we'll update that, and away we go. See how they finish this one. Should be fun. Good so far. So far, as far as shutouts, 6 on the season, and on pace for their 7th, should they hold on to this lead and not allow a goal, of course. There goes a shot. Oh, my. That was just wide and right. Heinmiller on the swing. You could hear that from up here. Again, just wide right on the attempt. Gets sent through neutral ice. That is Solonik skating to it. She's got Arthur on the near side. Arthur gets there. Tries to hit Hannah Jones. Furman sends it the other way, but the Bears get it right back. Solonik to Arthur once again. Little backhander. Tried to hit Heinmiller. Traffic there. Bremer intercepts it for South St. Paul. Then back at you, says Arthur, and she just dumps it into the near corner. Line change for the Bears. Now Hollenbach. Anderson comes in and steals it away. Anderson stays with it. And she has it. She might get a shot. Oh, my. She almost rung the bell high on that one. Thought it might have gone in.
I think it did.
It looked like it did.
Because I didn't hear any iron.
Wow. But nobody's contesting it.
Nope. So it
must not have, but I thought it did too.
It must have just had the right ricochet off the crossbar, because I thought that was in the back of the net.
Yeah. And they'll try again. Right circle. Taken away by Sydney Thompson.
There's
Kicked
that
in
kick
by
again.
Is that Palmstein again with a kick?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think she's a soccer player.
She had to prove it.
She forgets she can use her hands.
It's like horse. You got to prove it now.
Yeah, that's right.
You made your first one. Now let's see if you can do the second.
Kicked it to keep it in. Dumped back in by the Packers. That is Stinza on the dump in. Anderson calling it at center ice. It'll hit the end boards on the Packers side of things. Now loose on the right circle. Bears try and clear it. Giving chase now is Addie Wethington. Anderson right there as well. There goes a long shot by Henderson from high and right. Crisp pass there taken in by Ella Bond. She has Nola Dahlem to her left. Now center. Ella Bond still has it. Tries a centering pass. It does get through. And then Bond picks it up. Now Addie Wethington high and left. Little backhander pass to Bond. She sends it in. Tried to get some help from Nola Dahlem, but just too much traffic in there by the Packers. Good job defensively by them. Icing the call, and they'll bring it back to the South St. Paul zone. Again, South St. Paul end of the season for the Blake Bears last year in a 3-2 overtime victory in Section 4 semis. And
that will not be the case tonight, Scott.
No.
Well, one thing I forgot to mention, and I feel remiss on this one, is there were no penalties in that second period.
Yeah, you're right.
There was a carryover, but there was no penalty. Were no penalties in that period. So the hockey's gotten cleaner, and actually the game has moved quite well. Like I said, the Packers have kind of settled into a pattern or their own routine also, which is good.
Yeah. There were two fairly quick penalties against the Bears in the first. And then the Packers did have a penalty in the first as well. So total 2-1, and all of them were killed off. Hannah Jones works it to Addie Wethington on the near side in their own zone. Wethington goes to center in the slot. That's punched back out by Nestingen. Now sent to the far side. Jones gets there. Little backhander to Addie Wethington. They'll reset and do this again. Wethington Skates behind Janie McGann, works it up to Arthur. Arthur with a centering pass, and it just went, I think, under the stick of Hannah Jones. Jones gives chase, and Liberty Felton, senior out there. Her dad was helping me out with pronunciations. He was filming, and it looks like he is still filming the varsity game and doing play-by-play all at the same time, and appreciate his help on the starters. So again, the dad of Liberty Felton. Right circle, Anderson trying to pressure. Mac Williams leaves it between the circles high. There goes a high shot that hit the backboard. I think that was Bisbee, if that's 1-8 I see. On the shot attempt, dead center, but just too high. Skating in quickly, working the left to right or right to left and trying to backhand it in, and a penalty. That's some good skating by Addie Baroni, making a run at the net. Jenny McGann all over that one. Penalty as well against Bisbee.
I jinxed it.
Yeah, now there is a penalty in the third.
Exactly. I mentioned the penalty, and it happened. I mean, again, you're talking about a much smaller player versus a much bigger player. There wasn't really a lot of contact on that one, and even though you'd have thought from the Packer fans that she just got ripped in half and, got a thing, but you know what? They're looking for something, some kind of positive, so they're hoping for their girls, just probably like a lot of us parents would if we were in the same situation.
Right. Hooking, I think, was the call. And another save by Janie McGann. So on a fun note, Coach, this would be something you would do to me, but again, talking to the dad of Liberty Felton, asking for pronunciations. The buddy jumped in when I was checking the pronunciation for Felton, and he said, no, that's Fenson, just to make me call the last name out wrong on purpose. His buddy was trying to do that, and I said, I will not have any of that. Unless you give me $50, then I'll call it the wrong name. But no, just kidding. Had some fun pregame. His buddy wanting me to pronounce the last name incorrect on purpose. Heinmiller with a nice little block there. Played in front of the net, and does Janie McGann freeze the puck? Yes, she does. So now 8 shots on goal. I think it was 5 not too long ago, and a quick few for the Packers. We've talked about it so often. It's just, what can you build? What positive things can you build on? You're getting shut out 3-0. But what are you doing right? What can you tweak and keep doing right and improve upon?
Well, they were doing it. I was going to talk about it, but then they started doing it. The Packers are still trying to play their game. They're still trying to get some space. Like I said, they've settled in, and you're seeing a lot more passing, a lot more heads up. It's just right now, being realistic, the Bears are just a higher level skating team.
Right.
But
I mean, they come in ranked number 5 in state. And here we go again. Baroni gains the blue. Addie Wethington on her, rides Baroni down. Physicality there by Addie, also getting physical with the other player. Nothing illegal, just physical play.
No, it's just physics. Maddie is about twice as big as the girl she just leaned on, and when you lean on them, they just can't hold the weight.
Right.
And the boards make it sound like she just got ran over by a truck, but she didn't.
Yeah,
she's got full pads. I mean, I went into Westwood Sports down in Apple Valley, and I saw the shoulder pads that you can get, and you might as well. They were almost as good as our football pads when we were in youth football. They're that protective, right? So they're really not getting nailed that hard. But
yeah.
Then you're also talking about a football hockey player personality, so I'm a little different.
Even strength now. You're a little different, all right.
I was waiting for that. You kind of made me feel like
you set it up. I thought I'd avoid it, but then I couldn't help it. Different in all the right ways.
Well, you left me hanging. It didn't feel good.
Felton sends it in, hits the end board. Bisbee picks it up for the Blake Bears. Pitching a shutout with 9:30 remaining here in the third. Goals by Mac William from Anderson in the first. A couple goals scored in the second. Wethington had a coast-to-coast single goal, unassisted, and then the third goal was by Palmstein. Lou Dahlem, breakaway. Sister Nola, she feeds, and just a little too far ahead of Nola to get a shot off. But they hold the zone. And that is Kyle, 19 on the left defense position.
Well, that hustle set up that odd man rush. It wasn't your traditional one. And you just got to love the Dahlem sisters got out, and they knew exactly what to do. It's just Nola needed to be about 6'2".
Yep. A lot of traffic in there. A big swing by Quinlan O'Shea. And another shot knocked down by the netminder Heinrich. Played behind her. She hugs that pipe and looks over her right shoulder. 8:18 remaining. 27-8. Shots on goal. Blake. There goes another shot. Pad save, and she freezes it. I think that was 1-7 on the shot, if I'm not mistaken. Quinlan O'Shea. She comes in, the junior, at 5 goals, 3 assists, looking for another one.
And she had the right idea. She saw a hole, the 5-hole open up. It's just Charlotte closed the door on it really quick. But, I mean, I like that shot because Charlotte looked like she was expecting up on a shot. So I like the calmness. We talked about that before, of not just pushing the puck to the goalie, but picking your spot and going for it. And I've seen a lot. I'd say 90% of the shots or more have been that way. And Quinlan just did it perfectly. It just didn't go in.
Right. Nesting in, talk about going in, put a shot from high and right. It was blocked, hence the faceoff. And now they track it down. There goes a big shot and a pad save there by Janie McGon. And once again, it's Addie Baroni. I like how that senior skates. She doesn't have a lot of size
hustle
out there, but she is all hustle. Good job, Baroni. Played off to the far corner. So you got the front line in, the first line in. There goes a redirect. Good idea by the Packers. Again, just centering pass, and on that attempt, I think that was 10, Renata Stinza, coach, the 8th grader, number 1 on the team in points, had a look.
That's the best look they've had for chances for goal these last couple, for the whole game. And so, like I said, you can see St. Paul settling in, and they're getting stronger and stronger and more comfortable. And that's, coach has got to love what he's seeing.
So now,
especially when going against a really good opponent in the Bears.
Indeed. Again, number 5 in the state of Minnesota as of the last rankings. Dahlem sisters out there now in the slot, and that's Bisbee with a shot attempt from just high of the circle center. She went right on the shot attempt, and the whistle blows, and looks like the puck's either frozen or maybe someone bumped into the net. 7:07 remaining, 29-11 shots on goal. Blake Bears. Who do they play next, Coach? They'll be at Gentry Academy. That's always a competitive match, at least in our history with those two teams. So January 15th, just 2 days from now, they'll be at TCO Sports Garden playing Gentry. Anderson gets in there, as does Quinlan O'Shea. Puck went just high of the crease, and then it was swept side. Nicely done by Sydney Thompson, helping out her netminder Heinrich.
Scott, I had a flashback in the past about 2-3 years ago. And I remember looking at this team, the Bears, and they were the young little, 8th, basically all 8th to 10th graders. And they just looked so little and small, and now they're growing up. And then you look at the St. Paul team, that seems to be the Bears 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Just size, not that they don't have talent, not that, just the size piece.
Yeah,
and now they're getting more and more chances. And this has got to be really encouraging. Like I said, I haven't looked at the roster to see the ages, but looking over your shoulder, we got a fair amount of seniors here.
Oh, for South St. Paul?
For St. Paul, but just so
I
just like 5, I said,
yeah.
as the coaches are seeing, if they can start getting some good scoring chances against the Bears, that's definitely a pro that the players got some heart and character.
Yeah. Their high point getter is Renata Stinsa, an 8th grader, which is good for the future of the team. Bears have it. They might have a shot. Backhander is good for the Bears.
Heidmiller tucked it to.
Wow. I think she went right and then flipped it in backhand.
Right in the envelope. It was just so smooth. Just pulled it across and slipped it right in the envelope.
4th goal scored. Bryn
right
Heidmiller.
through the 5-hole. And you know what's fun? It was fun is you could see her determination. You could see what she wanted to do. She saw, hey, I got a shot at going 1-0 on the goalie. So she went right in and she pulled right, got Charlotte to move, and then as Charlotte was coming across, Bryn just tucked it.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty.
That was.
Now, I'm not sure who got the assist on that.
We'll find out right now. So Bryn Heidmiller on the 4th goal and assisted by Kelly Arthur. And Reese Palmstein on the double assists. How fun was that? Nifty move, too. She came in with the puck on the right side, shifted to the left, and just kind of buried it backhand. McGahn feeds Palmstein.
But she tucked it so smoothly, Scott. That's what was fun about it.
Yeah, it
just
was
so
smooth.
so casual.
30 shots on goal now for the Bears and a 4-0 shutout being pitched so far. Can they get their 7th shutout of the season? It's been fun to see Janie McGahn moving up among the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range, and as far as state ranking in all classes right now, number 5 for goal against average and number 3 in the state for save percentage. A shutout only helps. Headed to Dartmouth, committed to Dartmouth after this season. It's been a pleasure following all her young years right up to now. Backhander slides across the ice. Nestingen gets there, tries to chop away at it and feed a player. The Bears do get it. I think that's Mac Williams, left circle. She goes center again, right circle. Shot fired. Another shot fired. Good block. Heinrich, a couple of them on that second shot was Quinlan O'Shea from the right side. From Mac Williams. Williams has it again. She fires in again. Knocked down, I think, in traffic. Now South St. Paul comes with it, gains the center line. And that is Renata Stinsa. And then Addie Wethington steals it away. She's got Anderson. Nice pass there. Anderson 1-on-2. Gains the blue, has Mac Williams now. Skates back, surveys the ice, goes down to the deep corner, far side. Can the Bears get a 5th with under 4 minutes to play? They're going to try. Mac Williams has it. Bella Bisbee skates in the game. She's high and right. The puck off to the left side. That is Salonik. Plays along the end boards. Now behind the netminder Heinrich, looking over her left shoulder. Played up to Bisbee. She goes back down high, bouncing puck off the stick of Elizabeth Salonik. And now it's Bryn Heidmiller who just scored that 4th goal. A pretty one at that. 3:22 remaining, 4-0. The Bears trying to hold on to the shutout. Puck all the way down to the near corner. Bisbee will pick it up. The senior. Quick pass to Arthur. She's got the front line in there again. Arthur Heidmiller and Hannah Jones with under 3 to play. 4-0. Oh my, that was a wide open
5-hole and it just got turned to the last second.
Wide open left net. Bears pick it up in their own zone. Catherine Kyle skates around Jana McGahn, flips it against the short boards to get it to Arthur. Now Lou Dahlem falls on it, trying to gain the blue line and stay with it. Rejected the other way by Liberty Felton. She dumps it into the corner. Palmstein picks it up. 2:25 remaining. Takes a fall as well.
Because Scott, so the one coach was complaining about boarding on Dahlem, but then they had a boarding call that didn't get called over here either.
Well, at least they're consistent.
Isn't it interesting how that works? I didn't hear anything over there saying, "Oh, shoot." You know.
Well, that's just how it goes, isn't it?
Sorry, I just got to smile. because we all are suspect to that. We all are prone to it, I should say.
Right.
Because we're only watching our the color sweaters. But really, the refs have called a pretty decent game. There hasn't been any craziness, and you can tell that there's a little bit of chippiness here and there, but that's just because, the girls care.
They're competitive, right? Fiery.
Yep.
Mac Williams gives chase against Kira Furman. Furman takes a collision against the end boards. Bears still have it, skating around to the right circle. They leave it up high and right into traffic there. Shot by Addie Wethington. Nestingen on the left wing defense. Wethington has it now. She turns around. Nice move there. 3 defenders on her. She still has it in the slot. Tries to get a shot off. Mac Williams there to help her as well. Addie Wethington still with it. She goes to Nestingen. Nestingen puts it on net, and that's a low one, and it's saved by Heinrich, and she'll freeze it. Face-off coming. 1:28 remaining in this one.
Yeah, right now you're seeing good hockey. You can start to see the St. Paul girls are getting a little tired. That's why you see a little more hitting and falling down.
Yeah.
Just because you're tired. And the Bears, I'm starting to see a little bit of, they're losing a little bit of control of them. You stay in control. Don't get sloppy. But if you're there's only a minute 20 left. So what do? Get into position. Don't give up another goal, and see if you might get one more shot at Janie. If you're the Packers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got the juice in the legs because, like I said, you can see they're definitely getting tired.
Right. It's being played in the Bears' offensive zone. And they're holding it. Now the Packers break it. It is Baroni once again. Skating left circle. Less than 1 minute to play. Penalty coming up against the Bears. So this will give
They're going to call a hook.
I think so.
It'll be a hook against. Well, here's the deal: is Addie didn't have to. She could have rode her in, but she decided to get that stick in and pull her. And of course, once you do that, you're asking the ref to call you.
4th penalty against the Bears. They've killed off all of them so far, and the door slams shut. 56 seconds remains. So we'll end the game with a 5-on-4 in favor of the Packers. Bears trying to walk away with their 7th shutout. Hooking the call on Addie. Packers have it. They'll get a shot off. Waist high. Jana McGowan on her knees. Easy save for her on that one. 41 seconds remaining. They face it off. Spinning puck taken in by the Packers. And then backhanded by Salonik. All the way down the ice. Bears get there, but so does Isabella Stinza. Again, the Stinza sisters, 1 and 2 in total points. Renata and Isabella, respectively, for their team. Baroni will get the puck, gain the blue. 4 seconds remain. She flings it on. Why not? There's only 1.5 seconds remaining. Baroni. She would get the, I think, the Hustle Award if I were to give out awards. Just small in stature and just hustles. I mean, a lot of the girls are hustling, but hats off to her for her hustle tonight. And that's it. That's the buzzer. Final score, Bears 4, South St. Paul nothing. Shots on goal, 34 Bears, 14 South.